Morning, folks. Welcome to another awesome episode of Savanna Stay-at-Home Safaris. And just started out here, and you can see we got an awesome elephant bull behind us, and he's also trying to brave the morning cold. He's got his ears tucked up against his body there, obviously helping to keep himself nice and warm on a cool winter's morning. You can see he's completely uprooted that tree there, and in the drier winter months, these elephants still need to get nutrition, still need to get food, and often eating the roots seems to be the juiciest and probably most nutritious thing around at the winter months. So he's pushed that tree over not to get to the shoots at the top of the tree, but actually to expose the roots, which no doubt hold lots of nutrition. Perfect. So not a bad way to start off the morning. You can see the sun over my shoulder there, starting to warm up the day. So I'm sure it's going to be a good one. Let's see what else is out there. So folks, just one of those amazing starts, amazing sightings. Literally just drove around the corner. Haven't seen a track or anything yet, but just come across this amazing sight of two cheetahs on the mound there in the silhouette. Just unbelievable. So we've managed to sex them. It looks like two subadult males, and we literally sitting here scratching our heads. We certainly haven't had any reports recently that there are two subadult males in the area. So as you can see, they are a little bit skittish, probably just nervous of being in an unknown area. We're going to try follow them and let's see what they get up to. So you can imagine how intense it must be for these two young subadult cheetahs. They're coming into an area that they're not familiar with, that they've literally haven't been before, and that's why you see this sort of body language of stopping, checking, listening, looking, and they'll be checking for other male cheetahs that occupy the area. As we know, there is an adult male that has this territory at the moment. They'll be nervous of that, and also other predators. Remember, cheetah is on the bottom of the predatory food chain, so they have to watch out for things like prides of lions, big male leopards, and so on. So you can see this body language of them being quite cautious, walking into the unknown. It's one of those sightings where you're not sure whether to just keep firing away with a camera or actually just take it in mentally, because again, it's certainly something we don't see every day out here. So they were just moving through some thick stuff there, so we gave them a bit of space, and we're hoping that they're going to pop out in front of these clearings and on top of this mound over here. So we'll see if they make an appearance. So often we see cheetahs in general, and most certainly our resident male cheetah, marking these physical structures, these fallen over trees, these termite mounds, and that's exactly what these two young males are doing. As we keep saying, walking into unknown territory, checking, double checking, checking the scent, checking the markings, just to try and work out whose territory they're in and what they need to be cautious of. Folks, just the excitement from our side, as you can imagine, driving around the corner and having two young male cheetah like that, and to end it off with an iconic sighting, a marula tree, a termite mound, two cheetahs on top of it, just fantastic. So we back at it again for afternoon session, and we had reports this morning that the lions were in the central parts of the reserve. So we're going to make up our way up there for this afternoon. That's going to be the game plan, and let's hope we can get a decent sighting. So thankfully the Ottawas haven't moved too far from where they were apparently left this morning. And at the moment we've just got some of the sub-adults, the young sub-adult male behind us out in the clearings, and it seems as though the adult females and the Matimba male is lying up in some pretty long grass, some thick stuff, but still great to see the youngsters out in the open and looking good, in good condition. So when we first arrived, you could obviously see how the younger ones were certainly active and almost restless. And sadly, the adults just have made no attempt or no signs of moving. They're still lying up in the long grass behind us. And as you can see, the younger members of the pride are starting to settle, putting their heads down. But we'll try and be a bit patient, and let's hope that we can get a better sighting of the adults. Right, so with a little bit of luck, we're starting to get a little bit of movement here. You've seen the big Matimba, the big male's finally lifted his head, and I can see another female making way out into the clearing now. So let me loop around and see if we can get a view. So we literally seeing classic dominant territorial male behavior. He's gone and walked over to where the females were lying, to where the adult females were lying, and he's sniffing around their scent and marking on top of their scent. So we could see there how the male was slowly approaching on the female, kind of letting her know his intentions. And of course you could easily see there she was not happy with him being so close. That swish of the tail was definitely a sign of frustration, and trying to get in the message, and after that swishing of the tail didn't quite work, hence the short charge, the showing of the teeth definitely sends a clearer message. This might be interesting here. This male is not the offspring of the Matimba. Always interesting to see the behavior. That's not a father and son bond there. Remember, that's the offspring from the Machingalan male coalition. Just interesting to see how close that Matimba lets him get. Well, folks, that's the end of another fantastic day in the Sabi Sands, and thanks for watching Savanna Stay-at-Home Safaris. And I'm sure you can agree with me at the end there. Not sure which side to look. We had that amazing sunset, and of course the Ottawa Pride with the magnificent Matimba male there as well. What a fantastic ending! And thanks for watching again. We'll see you next time.